pengunjung kawasan taman laut yang bertanggungjawab dengan mematuhi peraturan yang ditetapkan, sertai aktiviti sukarelawan dan menyokong usaha pemeliharaan ekosistem marine. Kurangkan penggunaan plastik sekali guna. Peka dan menghargai kepentingan hidupan laut dan ekosistemnya. Amalkan penggunaan teknologi hijau. Lupuskan peralatan rumah dan bahan berbahaya dengan kaedah yang betul. Gunakan baju organik dan mesra alam serta tingkatkan pengetahuan mengenai ekosistem marine.
Nightline begins now with me, Liana Hassanel. News making the headlines. Parliamentary reform. Cabinet agrees to 3 matters. And structural reforms to be the key focus for 2023 budget. Good morning. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Law and Parliament, Datuk Sri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said the Cabinet has agreed in principle to 3 matters under the proposed parliamentary reform. Among the matters to be studied include a draft of the Code of Ethics for Members of Parliament, which is different from the provisions of the House of Parliament standing orders. In a statement on Friday, Datuk Sri Wan Junaidi said the Code of Ethics, which he had suggested, would outline a more detailed guide on the conduct and discipline of MPs inside and outside the House, as was practiced in several other countries, including India and New Zealand. Aside from this, 2 other matters discussed in the Cabinet meeting on Wednesday involved the formulation of the Parliamentary Services Act, as well as amendments to the House of Parliament Privileges and Powers, Act 1952 or Act 347. Datuk Sri Wan Junaidi added that the proposed Parliamentary Services Act would consider setting up the Parliamentary Services Commission as part of the Parliament administration, which has autonomy to determine policies and governance of the Parliament of Malaysia. Among the matters to be studied are the proposals to set up a parliamentary services scheme and obtain financial resources, and an annual budget for Parliament from the Consolidated Fund regulated by the Parliamentary Services Commission itself, in line with the principle of separation of powers. He also said amendments to Act 347 were seen as important to make the Act more relevant and suitable to the current situation. The Act concerns the powers and privileges of the House of Parliament, the freedom to speak and debate in House proceedings, and protection of people hired for the service of broadcasting papers of the House. Datuk Sri Wan Junaidi pointed out that the amendments to the Act would contain, among others, provisions for barring MPs who have been charged in court from attending activities of the House. He further said, following the Cabinet's decision, he had asked the Dewan Negara President and Dewan Rakyat Speaker to call for meetings of the committees they chaired to decide on the framework and engagement with stakeholders connected with the relevant laws. All new highway projects in the country, including 3 in the Klang Valley, will not get any allocations from the government. Senior Works Minister Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof said the costs of these projects and any risks involved would have to be fully borne by the concessionaires. Previously, it was said that the Petaling Jaya Traffic Dispersal Elevated Highway, Putrajaya Bangi Expressway, and Kuala Lumpur Northern Dispersal Expressway projects have obtained approval in principle from the government. It was among several items that was proposed to address the problem of traffic congestion.
Tiada lagi bantuan keuangan daripada kerajaan. Malahan tanah pun tak ada bantuan. Dulu Then compensation tu pengambilan tanah ditanggung oleh kerajaan sebahagiannya, allocated. Kalau sekali, kalau lebih daripada apa yang diestimate, kerajaan akan tanggung. Kalau tak, pihak konsesi bayar. Sekarang ni dah tak ada lagi.
Meanwhile, the Malaysian Bumiputra Contractors Association said major development infrastructure projects should also involve local Bumiputra contractors.
Apa sekalipun, mesti ada cover-up policy yang akan dibuat oleh kerajaan supaya memastikan agenda memperkasa Bumiputra ini dapat diteruskan. Apa keadaan sekalipun, buatlah secara mana sekalipun untuk memberi peluang kepada minister kami ke orang yang bukan ada kepentingan, tetapi pelaksanaan mesti melibatkan ada kawal polisi untuk Bumiputra. Mesti ada elemen Bumiputra. Kalau tidak, sampai bila mereka akan tengok sajalah projek ni yang akan dibuat nanti.
He added the spillover of the projects will benefit the small-scale contractors and help them through the challenging times.